Professor Kren of the Valari Academy prided himself on patience. He had instructed dozens of alien species in the art of interstellar engineering, each with their quirks, from the delicate crystalline hands of the Tvor to the photosynthetic tendrils of the Yther. Humans, however, were new. Officially classified as a Class 5 Deathworld species, they were the Academy's first real high-risk students. Kren had already prepared a week's worth of extra safety lectures. The human cadet, Ensign Daniel Cross, sat near the back of the room, idly spinning a small titanium bolt between his fingers. Kren noted the complete lack of protective gloves. Typical. Today's lesson, Kren began, is on safety protocols for plasma reactor maintenance. Plasma temperatures exceed 10 million Kel. Daniel's hand shot up. Yeah, I've worked around plasma arcs before. Just don't touch it. The professor's frills stiffened. It is more complex than that, human. One careless movement can result in instantaneous disintegration. Daniel just grinned. We've got welding torches back home that'll do that to your hand if you're not paying attention. Later, in the Academy's reactor lab, the class donned their heavy protective suits. The alien students shuffled awkwardly in their multi-layered gear, breathing heavily through filtration units. Daniel pulled on his suit in seconds, zipped it, and flexed his hands like he was about to start a workout. Remember, Kren instructed, no part of your body should cross the yellow safety line. The Yther student, Sila, raised a vine nervously. Professor, why is the human's suit lighter? Kren frowned. Human engineering is eccentric, but regulations state he must wear something. That will suffice. The work began. Students took turns calibrating the reactor's plasma injectors. The heat shimmered in the air, and the control panels hissed with warning beeps. When Sila's vine brushed the containment field, the alarm screamed. Injector temperature critical. She froze in terror, vines curling inward. Kren rushed forward, but before he could reach the console, Daniel was already there. He stepped past the yellow line, planted one boot against the panel's lower housing, and reached into the maintenance hatch. His gloved hand was inches from the crackling blue-white plasma stream. With 3 quick turns of a manual override, the system stabilized. Alarms died down. The only sound left was the collective, horrified gasp of the class. Daniel straightened, casually blowing a bead of sweat from his brow. There. Easy fix. Kren's frills flattened in shock. Do you have any idea how close you came to vaporization? Daniel shrugged. Reactor gloves are rated for worse. Besides, that wasn't even the hottest thing I've worked on. You ever tried fixing a steam pipe in 0G without a shutoff valve? The incident should have ended there, but alien curiosity was relentless. At lunch, students crowded around Daniel, peppering him with questions. Sila asked, "Why were you not afraid?" Daniel grinned over his protein bar. Afraid? I was on a timetable. You freeze up, you get hurt. You move fast, you live. The insectoid Drethic cadet clacked his mandibles in disbelief. But humans are so fragile. Your bones snap under stress. Your skin tears easily. Daniel laughed. Yeah, but we heal fast, adapt faster, and we've been fixing dangerous stuff since before we had spaceships. Welding arcs, chemical plants, nuclear reactors, you name it. The next day, Kren adjusted his lesson plans. He decided the class would watch the human work instead of trying to teach him safety basics he clearly didn't need. On the final exercise, the plasma injectors overheated again, this time on purpose, part of the training simulation. The other students cautiously followed protocol, moving with exaggerated care. Daniel? He strolled in, bypassed half the safety interlocks, and shut the fault down in seconds. When the exercise ended, Kren turned to the alien cadets. Do you see why Deathworlders have a different relationship with safety? The Drethic cadet clicked. Yes, they treat danger as normal. It is simply part of their environment. Daniel smirked. It's not that we ignore safety. We just build it into our instincts. By semester's end, the alien students had adopted some of Daniel's habits. Not recklessness, but confidence. They moved faster, trusted their hands more, and didn't panic at the first alarm. On graduation day, Kren handed Daniel his certification and muttered just loud enough for him to hear, "You didn't learn much from me, human, but you taught the entire class something I could not." Daniel grinned. "What's that?" "That there is no safety manual for a Deathworlder, because they are the safety manual."